It's not the land that they occupy, it's your mind. You fund your own oppression all the time. It's anger and depression when you rhyme. Stressing all the time, blind to a design so divine. It's not the land that they occupy, it's your mind. You fund your own oppression all the time. It's anger and depression when you rhyme. Stressing all the time, blind to a design so divine.
I see people every day, stuck in the cycle of help scared to get away. Lacking the knowledge of how they mentally enslaved. Packing the burner, they gotta get it anyway. If you thug it, I ain't judging, but I get it. You can give the school districts extra credit, and mothers are not innocent. Probably the first culprits, all pressing their own, but no, she won't own it. Her stubbornness and pride for sure, she going home. But you got the gun tuck, who's showing you how to hold it. Probably your favorite rapper, portrayal could be the coldest. Youngsters be the boldest, can't forget what I told them. Study what I showed them. Strong mental foundation, the only way to uphold them. You ain't tough cause you shoot, but you should be astute. Change yourself, watch the world follow suit. Master yourself, it's a whole different ballpark. Make the beast take a walk like a dog park. Deep within your carbon body is the God spark. Open up the energy, you got a block heart. Universe is mental, baby, this is not hard. It's a goal you gotta fetch, but it's not far. Build discipline only if you listening. Stop missing it, go to ditch ignorant.
It's not the land that they occupy, it's your mind. You fund your own oppression all the time. It's anger and depression when you rhyme. Stressing all the time, blind to a design so divine. It's not the land that they occupy, it's your mind. You fund your own oppression all the time. It's anger and depression when you rhyme. Stressing all the time, blind to a design so divine. It's not the land that they occupy, it's your mind. You fund your own oppression all the time. It's anger and depression when you rhyme. Stressing all the time, blind to a design so divine. It's not the land that they occupy, it's your mind. You fund your own oppression all the time. It's anger and depression when you rhyme. Stressing all the time, blind to a design so divine.
The practitioner is preparing their vessel for a descension of the higher energy. And then, and only then, it can ascend into another state of consciousness. Listen at this now. Because the two must merge together. The creative forces and the creature. But like I said one time, it's the creature who must figure out to make the changes. The higher forces don't have to. So when the creature goes through its correction phase, when it realizes this isn't about a belief, it has to make some legitimate changes to transform itself through a lifestyle so it can get stronger to be able to handle the dissension of these energies.
It's not the land that they occupy, it's your mind. You fund your own oppression all the time. It's anger and depression when you rhyme. Stressing all the time, blind to a design so divine. It's not the land that they occupy, it's your mind. You fund your own oppression all the time. It's anger and depression when you rhyme. Stressing all the time, blind to a design so divine. It's not the land that they occupy, it's your mind. You fund your own oppression all the time. It's anger and depression when you rhyme. Stressing all the time, blind to a design so divine. It's not the land that they occupy, it's your mind. You fund your own oppression all the time. It's anger and depression when you rhyme. Stressing all the time, blind to a design so divine.
I am netter and netter is I. The lower self is where your devil resides. It ain't spooky, you've been living a lie. Your whole life breeds strife, you're conditioned to die. After you work forever, the slave ties maintained by the pleasure you seek. It's only deceit. You should know that the flesh is too weak. You gotta change your whole perception, but you're dwelling in grief. Up for the moment now, but you're stressing next week. You ain't gotta hate though, never oversleep. My potential is great, so I'ma dive deep. And if I gotta climb, it don't matter how steep. The one that's inside is the one that guides me. Back to back to back, we hit them with facts. They wanna live a lot, but that's whack. You gotta zone in and bounce back. I'm moving with a purpose, we ain't even scratch the surface. Back. Can't get rid of me, literally, it'll be a total incomplete waste of energy. I'm solid as the Rocky Mountains, Tennessee. And there is no such thing as white supremacy. That's only in your mind a false tendency. The truth about yourself is not conspiracy. What's the remedy for all the idiocy? Realize your lower self the only enemy.
It's not the land that they occupy, it's your mind. You fund your own oppression all the time. It's anger and depression when you rhyme. Stressing all the time, blind to a design so divine. It's not the land that they occupy, it's your mind. You fund your own oppression all the time. It's anger and depression when you rhyme. Stressing all the time, blind to a design so divine. It's not the land that they occupy, it's your mind. You fund your own oppression all the time. It's anger and depression when you rhyme. Stressing all the time, blind to a design so divine. It's not the land that they occupy, it's your mind. You fund your own oppression all the time. It's anger and depression when you rhyme. Stressing all the time, blind to a design so divine. It's not the land that they occupy, it's your mind. You fund your own oppression all the time. It's anger and depression when you rhyme. Stressing all the time, blind to a design so divine. It's not the land that they occupy, it's your mind. You fund your own oppression all the time. It's anger and depression when you rhyme. Stressing all the time, blind to a design so divine.
Islam, peace and love to all the Moors. Highest honors to Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Honors to CM Bay. Honors to the Forerunner, Marcus Messiah Garvey. We're going in. Let's go. What is that? What's that? What's that, yo? What's going on here? So, we see the United States banner on the left side over here. And then we see the Moors flag over here. But what we do recognize is this yellow stuff, these yellow fringes around here. This is what we're focusing on, okay? Okay. And we're correcting this man here. No disrespect to him. No disrespect to the Moor. But we have to correct his position. Why? Because he's a Grand Sheik, okay, of the Moorish Science Temple of America. And so he has a duty, guys. He has a duty to be honorable. And I don't want to hear anything about this being an honorable enrichment, okay? I don't want to hear nothing. That's not honorable enrichment. That's dishonorable disrespect is actually what it actually is. Now, let's just take a look at a few things real quick here. Just a second, guys. We're going to get into it. Let's see. First we have this. The gold fringe around the United States flag, as displayed in all courts, designates them as Admiralty courts, which cannot hear other kinds of cases or signal that the court is operating under maritime law. A lot of people say that that's conspiracy, right? So let's get into it, yo. Let's get into it. And you know I'm going to just do this in between my slides because I don't have a slide presentation ready. Let's see. Look at this one. Standard USA flag at the Putin summit. No gold fringe. Interesting. Why not? Why is there no gold fringe right there? He's representing his nation with no fringe. He's representing his so-called nation corporation with no fringe. Interesting. Let's see. Note that the flag beside President Biden does not have gold trim at the summit with Putin. See below for Biden standing in front of flag with gold trim and meaning. Whereas, when the president speaks to U.S. citizens, chattel property, who are the people of Guam, PR, and other territories, possessions of the United States Corporation Company, he speaks beside a gold-trimmed flag because the territories are controlled by the military government, say it or not. It's just that everyone assumes Biden and the federal government are speaking to the citizens of the states. And guys, we're already 8 minutes in. Therefore, I'm going to speed this up because I want to get this all in one video. In around 30 minutes, it breaks off into like a part 2. So let's get through it. Slide. Let's read about this real quick. A European usage normally follows the practice of heraldry in discouraging the juxtaposition of metal and metal, i.e. of yellow and white, or of color and color without metal interposed. The flag of the Vatican City-State constitutes an exception to that rule. So we know that they don't follow rules, right? In the Vatican City, they don't follow the rules. They're kind of like sovereign citizens. You know, sovereign citizens, that term that they made up that is not really a law term, that is not in any law dictionary. Yeah, that term, they have defined it as, you know, people don't believe that the laws and the authority doesn't apply to them. So here's one of the first so-called sovereign citizen activity here. The Vatican City State constitutes an exception to that rule. They're not subject to the rules that other Europeans are subject to, okay? So I just wanted to show that. And let's zoom in here. It says flag of Vatican City, an exception to the European heraldic rule about not combining two metal colors, i.e. yellow and white, in any flag design. Oh, but they did it right. All right. Just wanted to make sure that you guys see what's going on here. All right. Let's go next. Not that one. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. All right, well, check this out, guys. All right. Respecting the flag. All right. Peter Kirkwood, protocol officer at the International Center, said, flags aren't decoration. One more time. Let's make sure I'm clear on this. Flags aren't decoration. They're symbols. They are symbols that are used to represent people or countries. If people respect the flag and the flag etiquette, then they will be able to showcase their pride for their country in the best way possible. Flags aren't decoration. I just want you all to remember that particular part of this paragraph. Okay? Remember that. Ask questions when needed, Kirkwood said. Flag etiquette can be tricky to understand as there are so many things to remember. So clarification can be helpful in many circumstances. You want the flag to be seen as a respectful representation rather than making a mistake and dishonoring the flag and the nation it represents. That last sentence. You want the flag to be seen as a respectful representation rather than making a mistake. Rather than making a mistake and dishonoring the flag and the nation it represents. It's getting serious. It's getting real serious now. I just want you to know that it's getting real serious. It's long. We're getting into it. Let's go. What else we got here? Now, while the notion itself is backed by good intentions, that's why I said no disrespect to the brother, but he might have good intentions. You see what I'm saying? While the notion itself is backed by good intentions, things can go poorly if the flag is not displayed or hung in the correct way. That is why it is important to be aware of proper flag etiquette, to fly your flag in a correct way. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe a Grand Sheik of a Moorish Science Temple of America should definitely know the proper flag etiquette to fly their flag the correct way. Next slide. Here we go. It's getting serious. It's getting serious. When displaying multiple international flags together in one place, the flags should all be of the same size as a sign of respect. The host The host country's flag is always displayed first. The host country's flag is always displayed first. Give me a second. Prophet Noble Drew Ali knew proper flag etiquette. What do you think? You think Noble Drew Ali knew proper flag etiquette? What do you think? What do you guys think? Leave your comments below. What do you think? Do you think Prophet Noble Drew Ali and the Grand Sheiks of his time knew the proper flag etiquette? What do you guys think? Go ahead and drop them comments while I go to the next slide. Okay. All right. What do we got here? Noble Drew Ali. He displayed the Moorish flag on the left, and he displayed the U.S. banner on the right. Interesting, right? Let's go back over here. When displaying multiple international flags together in one place, the flags should all be of the same size as a sign of respect. The host country's flag is always displayed first. The host country's flag is also displayed first. The host country's flag is always displayed first, followed by the remaining flags, as you see in the picture below, in an international setting. Next slide. All right, so let's go back. Back. Oh. The host country's flag is always displayed first. What's going on here? Brother R. Jones Bay? What's going on? Proper flag etiquette. That 7 also has no gates. We're not going to get into that. We're just going to show you some more stuff. Show you some more information to help you determine what's going on. Yeah, we already got to that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah, didn't we say that it's not decoration? Didn't we say that? Let's go back just so this is, so they don't say, oh, you didn't say that. You didn't say that. Oh, okay. We're gonna see right here, because I'm pretty sure we just said that. Yeah, we said that for sure. So right here it says, oh, this is a protocol officer at the International Center speaking on flags. Flags aren't decoration. They're symbols that are used to represent people or countries. Oh, is that right? Okay, well, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Fringe. You know that gold thing around the flag that he had was fringe. Okay? Those are fringes. Okay? A border made. So first of all, you're putting a border around the flag. All right? A border made of hanging threads used to decorate the edge of something, such as clothing, rugs, and curtains. Okay? A flag is not clothing, You may throw it over you like as such, but it's not. A flag is not a rug. I hope you're not using any flag as a rug. Okay? And they're also not curtains. And they're also not decoration. Okay? A flag is not a decoration. You just seen that. But a fringe is used to decorate the edge of something. You hear me? Oh, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Fringe. To decorate something with a fringe. To go along. Go along to get along. Or around. You trying to get around something? You trying to go along to get along so you could go around? Is that what y'all trying to do with all this decoration on the national flag? I just want to know. I think I deserve an answer to that, respectfully. Because boy, oh boy. All right, we see that a fringe is a decoration, but the protocol officers at the International Center state that flags aren't decoration. Okay? They're really not. Actually, I think I got this. Wait, give me 1 second. Let's do this. Let's do this. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Boom, 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 boom. What's up with gold fringe flags? That's a good question. What's up with gold fringe flags? Yeah, what's up with them? What's up with gold fringe flags? Whether in an office, at a parade, in a government building, or any number of places, our American readers have probably seen an American or state flag with gold fringe or tassels. If you've read our website, you know that almost every element of a flag has a meaning and history behind it. So what's the meaning behind the gold fringe? Well, not a whole lot. Why? Because they don't want to tell you what it means. The only mention of a fringe in any law or code is U.S. Army Regulation 84010 that states that fringe should be used on indoor and ceremonial flags. Why? Think about it. But does not state any reason why. Interesting. They just do this, but let me not tell you why. But do this. Hey guys, hey, you guys over there, do this. But don't worry about why. Just do it. You understand? Do you understand? It's Army regulation. Do it. Don't worry about why. Just do it. According to the American Legion, the earliest record of fringe on a flag was in 1835. By 1895, fringe was added. Fringe was added. Fringe was added to a military regiment flags, as to all military regiment flags, not just one, all military regiment flags, as an quote unquote, literally, honorable enrichment. But hold on. A flag is not decoration, and a fringe is a form of decoration that you put on rugs. Okay? A rug goes on the floor and gets stepped on. A flag flies high in the sky. Okay? So what is honorable? I didn't say it was honorable. That's what they're saying. Honorable enrichment. I don't know, guys. You're gonna have to use your common sense on this one. You can see all the different designs and their fringes in Regulation 84010 document. Let's see. Because they start lying in here a little bit. So, no U.S. flag, law or code state the purpose of gold fringe in either a military or non-military setting. However, the fringe is mostly considered acceptable flag etiquette for any formal settings. I say mostly, quotations, because if you search the depths of the internet, you will find all sorts of quote-unquote conspiracy theories behind the fringe on flags. Yes, you read that correctly. The most prominent is that the fringe indicates martial or admiralty law. Wait, hold on. Well, who made the regulation that to put the fringe on there? And when was it done? Oh, 1890s? Oh, okay. When did Congress adjourn sine die? Oh, 1861? Oh, that's when the Republic form of government walked out of office and never set a date to return? 1861, and then in 1890 something, they're adopting rules, not telling you why, but then the Vatican City doesn't even follow rules, right? But then anybody who speaks on this is a conspiracy. Oh, okay, I get it. I got you. Theorists then say that whoever is the authority figure in this area has absolute rule. Those who subscribe to this theory find this most troubling in courtrooms and claim that this means judges have complete say over your fate. Oh, so they don't. I mean, they don't if you're in your proper status and if they honor the law. But let's just check something out real quick. And I'm kind of disappointed I'm at 27 minutes already because I was hoping to get this all in one video. Oh, and this guy's mentioning me, but it's fine. Mention me in your comments. I'll have a video for you to watch soon. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so let's go here and see. Do these judges have like the authority that statement was mentioning? Okay. It's probably gonna have to be a 2-part video, but oh well, let's do it. Let's do it.
Most people think you need a lot of money to start real estate investing. Okay, anything we need to do before we bring the jury in the court?
Oh, yes, sir. We do. I have been tendered audio recordings, at least 2 of them, Your Honor, in the last 2 days. One of them had Miss Amanda Dillon and Detective Jeff Rogers sitting in on an interview with a witness prior to Twin Peaks, Your Honor, that contains information that is exculpatory and that seriously undermines the state's theory of prosecution.
First of all,
Excuse me.
I'm going to object.
May I finish?
No, I'm going to object to the statement right there. These interviews happened after the Twin Peaks shooting. Any assertion of otherwise would just be a flat lie.
Well,
May I finish?
Oh, go fringes.
Thank you. There are 2 interviews.
Hold on. Ooh, gold fringes. Don't say you don't see that. I know you see that. Gold fringes, okay? Remember that. And what just to be clear, let's go back over here real fast. Let's go back over here real fast. Let's see what we're looking at over here. Nah, that's not it. What we read is over here. Okay, yeah, we were over here. Theorists then say that whoever is the authority figure in this area has absolute rule. So the authority figure, alleged authority figure here would be the so-called judge of this venue.
With this particular individual, one prior to Twin Peaks and one after Twin Peaks.
Judge, I'm going to object. That's a misstatement of the facts.
We can play them in open court.
We can play it,
But
you know.
the point, Your Honor, is that this district attorney's office, including Mr. Jarrett and Ms. Dillon and Mr. Reyna, are sitting in a room where witnesses 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, were making exculpatory statements.
Mm-hmm.
And they say that they don't have possession of the recording, but that they had actual knowledge of the contents of the recording. And I'm happy to recite page and verse, Your Honor, of the witnesses and the statements that they've made that frankly should have prevented the state from sponsoring the testimony of all three of their quote-unquote experts and would have materially changed my cross-examination of every witness that has testified, save for the first young woman who was a waitress at Twin Peaks. No, she was a cook at Twin Peaks. I mean, I don't know how this isn't Brady, and it is certainly willful. And that final
Brady violation.
line of saying, well, we didn't have the recording, you were there. They were physically present in the room when those statements were made. I've made written requests for a statement that was just tendered to me today.
Judge, I'm going to object to counsel testifying. If there's no legal objections, you're not going to make it do that.
I'll take the stand. These are absolute facts, Your Honor, that have prejudiced Jake Carzal's right to a fair trial.
Well, Judge, the facts, if I could state something real quick, the facts are that there is a co-defendant of Mr. Carzal who voluntarily came and spoke with the district attorney's office with his attorney present. The fact that somebody, a co-defendant, came in and lied to the district attorney's office is not an unusual thing. This information that he lied about then is the same information he's lied about before. No, we didn't sponsor this witness's testimony. We don't intend to call him as a witness. So, to make these assertions, it's just plain false. The state's ready to proceed at this time.
Your Honor, I would just direct the court's attention to Ex parte David Mark Temple. It is not within the province of the district attorney's authority to determine whether or not a statement is credible or false. Ms. Sigler tried that. If a statement is credible, the district attorney's authority to determine whether or not a statement is credible or false. It is not within the province of the district attorney's authority to determine whether or not a statement is credible or false. It is not within the province of the district attorney's authority to determine whether or not a statement is credible or false. Ms. Sigler tried that. If it is contrary to the state's theory of prosecution, and let's face it, this has been a circumstantial case at best, they are duty-bound to give that information to the defense. They don't get to just say that it's false.
Again, I object to that. The state's theory of this case.
Defense